Welcome to Uber Tales. Don't shoot the driver.
Or please do.
Right? Please.
Hey, it can't always be me.
Brad.
Come on now.
I was waiting for Brad.
I was like,
Joshua,
no, it's not me this time. I'm going to let you fuckers try it.
Joshua drumps in. You just drumped right in.
Right?
Drum.
Exactly.
Very
Fill the
good.
void.
Awesome. Okay, welcome to the show, all you Uberites out there. We need our people to have they need to be something. What are they? Talians. No, that's lame.
It sounds like some weird ass sci-fi thing.
Yeah, like Talians. Uberites.
Dumbasses.
Dumbasses. You know that.
Hey, Red Foreman. Come on now. That 70s show.
You know, some. Oh, I got it. Dumbasses.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some shows do kind of
denigrate
denigrate their listeners, and some people really love that. So
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, I do love most of my passengers. I just hate the dumbass ones who cause me pain and grief.
yeah, but we're talking about our listeners.
To all our riders
people,
out there. Our riders.
to all
Yeah.
the riders I've loved before.
Sure. Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly. All right. Well, we'll put that on the burner and maybe think about
Yeah.
what
that's
we want to
something
call
for-
our
for the
And
listeners.
maybe anyone out there listening, if you got a clever idea or a name,
Yeah.
what would you
Let us know.
identify
I'd
yourself
like to be
as?
called dumbass. I think that's great.
What are your pronouns?
Oh yeah, that's a
How
can
do
of
you
worms.
see yourself? Yeah, go for it.
What
Yeah,
are
I'm
your
not gonna touch that
Uber
one, Josh.
pronouns? Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't put that on there, actually. I digress.
All right.
So, yeah.
As usual, we've had a little banter at the beginning, but we're going to jump right into the show.
Sure.
And I think we're going with Brad today. Is that correct?
I don't know. Are we?
I don't know.
Brady
That's what-
Brad's got a tale
I
to tell.
think-
Josh, I thought
think-
it was you, wasn't it?
I think
No,
it
this
was-
one's going to be
Alright,
you, my
alright, alright.
Is
friend.
it Big Butts and I Cannot Lie? Or what was it?
I don't know.
No, or was it Puking in
couldn't
my
tell.
face? Or
Well, this is an interesting story, so
Okay.
I'm going to let you figure that part out later.
Okay.
But,
we'll
yeah,
go
I'll
with the title at the end.
Yeah, I'll just kind of jump right in. So, this is a story that happened fairly recently. I was in the Salt Lake area and was in the Cottonwood Heights area and ended up getting a ride. And I go to this motel.
That's a good thing you got a ride because
Right.
you're an Uber driver.
Exactly,
So
right? I mean,
good.
that's what I'm doing it for, besides the people.
He's succeeding already in the story.
Yeah, that's
Thank
perfect.
you, Bob.
Wendy
You're
number
on
one. Got it.
task. So what happens? It comes up. Any idea? Was it a girl name, boy name? What was happening?
So when it comes up, you don't actually see the name until you actually accept it. So you don't know who you're getting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So all you
Well,
see
that's-
is just like a
That's a
little
good
bit of
thing.
it's a good thing.
Because I thought you guys always. Oh, it's a girl. Cool.
No.
Well, once you accept, you'll
Yes.
know who you're picking up. They'll give you their names.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, okay, I'm getting Laura. I'm getting...
But then you're
Bang.
kind of jumping ahead because you never know. I mean, if Taylor could
The
be a
name
guy or a
doesn't
girl.
mean-
Could be a guy or
Jack,
girl. And sometimes
Exactly.
you're picking up, like, Zipper. And you're like,
Exactly.
I don't know who Zipper
Oh,
is.
the people
I
they
have
put
no
in
idea.
funky stuff.
Oh, they'll
for
put
their
in
name.
all types
Some of them
of
do.
stuff. Yeah.
Jack the Ripper. I'm gonna swipe the other direction
Exactly.
on that
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So anyways,
happens?
so I picked up. I accepted the ride. I went to the pickup location, and the pickup location was a motel that's kind of hidden, and it's in a shopping plaza where there's like a Target, and there's some other things kind of around it.
so it's a so some people out there don't actually know the difference between a
Motel and a
motel and a
hotel.
hotel. What's the difference between a motel and a hotel?
Enlighten us, Bobby.
Okay, so the difference is a motel is a drive up and it's on the outside, so your car drive. That's why it's a motel. Hotel is you go inside. You park your car and you go inside the building to get into your room. But a motel is those outside doors where you have all the doors on the outside. That's a motel because
Okay.
you drive up to it. Motel. So was it a motel?
So then I stand corrected. It was
Okay.
a hotel.
Very good.
So I'm at this hotel, and I go.
Learned
I'm waiting
something.
for this person, and she finally comes out, and yeah, it was a lady. I don't remember. I want to say her name was like Ashley or something like that. I can't remember.
She comes out of the front door of the hotel.
Yeah, out of the hotel. So she comes out.
She's
She's
got
walking.
a mini skirt on, tiger jacket.
So she's in like pajama pants.
Oh,
and, like,
pajama
a hoodie.
pants with little hearts on them.
I don't know what the hell it was. They were like black and white.
Who gives a shit?
Dude, it's a picture.
Okay,
So she's got some pajama
She got
pants.
some pajamas.
And they're
she's got
red.
some
Black and
pajama
white.
Come on,
pants.
go
They're
with
black
me.
and white.
Oh, they're black and white.
Right.
Okay,
there you
very
go.
good.
So she's got like a mint green hoodie on. And she's
A mint green hoodie.
yeah.
See,
She's got
that's good.
AirPods in her ears. So she's there.
Hair is flowing.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
she's got her
it's-
hoodie on,
yeah.
so I mean, it's hard
Oh,
to
or
tell the
she
hair.
has the
she
hoodie
doesn't
on.
have the hood up.
Oh,
She's
okay.
got it off.
Oh,
But she's got it up in a bun, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, a bun. I don't like.
So she tells me, she's like, hey, and then she says, Ashley. I was like, yep. And then I accept
Well, she
it.
still has her earbuds in her ear.
Yeah, still
so
has them in
she's
her ear.
talking to you
Yep.
with.
Yep.
Yeah, that's rude.
I know, right?
Well,
So-
now were they're AirPods, right?
Well, they're the wired ones, yeah. So your AirPods,
wired.
yeah.
Oh, they're
Okay.
oh, so she's
Yeah.
poor.
I was gonna, I was gonna say the Bluetooth ones
Maybe.
have a setting where you can hear outside noises.
Yes.
Just
No, they
perfectly
were
fine.
just the
But
wired
the wired
ones.
ones.
Or the
Okay.
wired ones. Oh my gosh, that comes with.
Yeah.
Your, oh, jeez.
Exactly. Just the ones that come with the phone, no big deal.
How can she afford it?
Right.
I just.
Well, well, we'll get to that, Bobby.
Okay. So she's getting in the car.
So she gets in the car and she's like, yeah, and then she's like, and I was like, okay, so with my Tesla.
What color was her hair?
Brunette,
Brunette.
light brown, sandy blonde.
Wha-
Yeah,
Come
no,
on,
it's-
dude. You
it's
gotta,
sandy
you gotta,
blonde.
you gotta, you gotta land on
It
one.
took me a minute, but I was like, okay,
Sandy
yeah.
blonde. Okay.
Well, because she had it kind of like, how they put like the dye or the streaks or whatever it is.
Oh,
in there.
right.
So it was
right.
kind of like the mix
Frosty
of both.
stuff,
Yeah.
And she's what age?
Probably late 20s, early 30s.
Late 20s, early
Okay.
30s.
She's fairly young.
Yeah, so
fairly,
fairly
young, small, petite girl.
Petite, yeah.
Okay.
So you can tell she's petite, and she's like, yeah, just a round trip. And I was like, fuck. When
Round
did this
trip.
become a round trip? Why did I accept this? So I'm like, okay.
So that's a thing. I
Yeah.
didn't even know.
Well, people can put different like destinations in there, and that's what she did. So it was like going somewhere and then coming back.
And she didn't put on there that it was coming back?
Well, it does say it, but like when you first get like a ping for a ride, you only have like 6 seconds to accept it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, because there's somebody
Yeah.
else out there going, yeah, I want it.
exactly. So
Oh.
Yeah.
you see it, but you don't like really pay attention in the moment. So you see it, but you're like, oh shit. So she tells me round
Unless you
trip, and I'm
do
like,
pay attention.
yeah,
And you do.
and you just don't accept it.
Yeah.
Danger
Which
with
would-
these, the danger with a round trip is that when you get them to their initial
They're
destination,
gonna wait. They're gonna take some time.
they're gonna go in. Who knows what the
Exactly.
hell they're gonna
so
do?
that's the problem.
and who
with
knows
the
how
round
long
trip.
you're gonna wait.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
So yeah, so
So you're going. Ah, shit,
yeah. So in my
your head.
Tesla, I like to actually like put in the destination so people can see it on the screen as well, so they know exactly where we're going. So there's transparency.
So you're not
so they
taking
know.
them
exactly.
to your hideaway
Exactly,
to
right?
never be seen again.
You know how I love to sell my people.
right.
So I put it in there, and I'm like, okay, it's just down the street. It's like a mile and a half down the road. So I'm like, okay, cool. This will be a quick ride. Be done with it and move on.
Uh-oh.
So I pull up,
Foreshadowing.
right? She's like, oh, this is just a quick round trip. And I'm like, okay. So we start driving, and like I try talking to her. I'm like, hey, you having a good day? And no response.
Got her
I'm like,
earbuds in.
Damn, okay. Well, I couldn't hear that she had them in yet. So I was like, oh, okay. She probably just didn't hear me. So I waited.
Hey, lady!
Right. Kind of. So I didn't, I was like, okay, maybe she's in a bad mood, whatever. Just,
So you
don't
just
want to
back
piss her
off.
off, so I back off.
Back off.
So I wait a couple minutes later, and I'm like, hey, I'll try something else. Just try to, re-engage the conversation
Blast the
again.
music up.
No,
Blast
no,
it.
no,
Oh,
no. Just ask another question.
Okay.
So she doesn't respond, and that's when I see, like, through my rearview mirror, she's got her AirPods in. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I let her be, and
Let it be.
Right.
Let it be. Oh, so was she listening to the Beatles?
she was listening to, like...
How did you know? Really?
Well, I didn't hear it then.
Oh.
I know after, because that's part of the story that I'll get to.
Oh, crap. I'm getting ahead.
Right? I know you are. You always like to jump ahead. Damn it,
Well,
Bobby.
I don't
Damn it,
know
Bobby.
anything about the story. I'm just
I
guessing here.
know.
All right. So let's let Brad tell it. Let's
So,
Bobby, shut the hell up, dude. Will you quit arguing with Brad and let him tell the story?
let's hear it.
so as we're going, like, I see her, like, starting to put things on, and I'm like, okay.
Put things on.
Yeah, so she puts her hoodie head up.
She was naked.
No.
Oh.
She was in the hoodie.
Okay. Well, how did... Okay, sorry.
Bobby's getting
Go ahead.
excited.
Right. Very excited.
She's putting things on.
Right.
So she popped her hoodie
So she
on.
pops her hoodie on and she starts getting like glasses on, and I hear her like pull some plastic stuff out, and I'm like, what the fuck? So she starts putting on like plastic gloves and like she's rubber banding them on and this and that. I'm like, what the fuck? Where am I going? What the hell did I
She's
get
one of those
myself
people
into?
that take away the bodies.
Well, I was thinking, you know how like the germ freaks.
Oh,
That's where I was like, oh shit, maybe she's just afraid of germs or some shit like that. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
Where did you take her to?
So we're getting there. So the
Gosh,
place that
Joshua,
I was taking,
quit interrupting.
damn it, Joshua. So the place I was taking her to was like a mile and a half away, but there was like a few lights in between, so it took like 5
She
minutes
can't
to get
walk
there.
that. She needs
No,
some exercise.
I
Come
know,
on, lady.
right? Well, she's petite as is, but yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, so we pull up to this place that's a house, and
Got
she's
her
like,
gloves on.
yeah, and she gets out, and I'm like, okay. She's like, I'll just,
At a house,
I'll just, yeah, at a
regular
house.
old house.
Yeah. So she's like, I'll just be a couple minutes.
Is this a kind of a rundowny,
No.
kind of a nice house?
So if you know Cottonwood Heights area, it's an
Oh.
older community, but it's nice.
the
Like,
houses are
nicer
cool.
yeah, they're
cool
60s,
architecture
70s
there.
house
yeah,
built.
they're
You know,
cool
like,
architecture.
yeah, great architecture, good area, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Super upscale, kind of preppy.
Yeah.
Usually a little more expensive too, because
Yeah.
you get a view.
Well, yeah, you're on the East Bench, so it's going
Yeah,
to be
so
a little
that
bit more pricey.
People
so-
listening know that you're getting a view in most of those houses because it's like higher up. so
That's right.
They're a
You
little
can
more
see the whole
expensive.
valley. You can
Yeah.
see all of Salt Lake. Yeah.
Exactly.
So those
Yep.
those are kind of can cost
a
quite
little bit of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So upscale.
yeah, so I pull up to this house and I see this large driveway, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to go up the driveway. I'll just park down at the bottom. So I park down at the bottom. She gets out, starts walking up to the door, and I'm looking around, just kind of seeing what's going on, and off like. So you have the driveway up, and then the front doors kind of back a little bit, and then on the grass area off to the right, there's like a pile of like wood and things like that. So like in my head, I'm sitting there thinking, oh, okay, so there's probably just like something going on, some remodeling at the house. You know, they're just getting some things done. But when I see like she puts on this whole mask, and I'm like, what the fuck is she going into?
She like a
Yeah,
full
like a
face
full,
mask, like gas type
Yep.
of masky thing.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm like, what the? Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck
Maybe
did I
she's
get
a
into?
painter or she's going
Yeah.
A full
paint-
face. Usually,
Full
a
face.
house paint
You
is
wouldn't
not
think, right?
toxic.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, and I seen it like as she was walking up the driveway, you could see like the bands that you put on the back, like on her hoodie. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did I take this bitch? Like, what am I getting into? So she goes inside. She's there like,
Hazmat suit on. She starts
Yeah,
putting up the hazmat
right.
suit.
so she's there like 10, 15 minutes, and she just has me waiting. And I'm like, come on, lady, you're killing me here. So 10, 15 minutes go by. She finally comes out, and she's like, she comes to my car.
Pops off the mask.
Yeah, so she's like, she's starting to take things off, and she's like, hey, can I actually have 2 more minutes? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. But as she said that, like, I had already swiped to end, like, to go to the next stop. So I'm like, shit. So I'm not earning money for sitting there, but I'm still just there waiting. So then she
fucked up,
goes,
right?
yeah, she totally fucks up.
Oh.
So then she
you
proceeds.
can't change that?
Nope,
No.
can't do anything about it.
Really?
So when she opened the door, I thought, okay, she's gonna get in. I'm gonna start going. I'll put
Yeah.
it
In the
here.
front door?
No, back seat.
She opened the back seat to tell you that?
Well, she was like she was ready to get in.
And then she's like, oh,
Yeah.
wait
And then
a
she's
minute.
like, can I have a few more minutes? Like, she started to get in, and she's like, can I have a few more minutes? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And so she goes back up, and like, she's got like this, you know, like those like IKEA bags that are the big like plastic ones.
where she's
that-
got the dude's head
absolutely
in it.
right.
Yeah.
So those big
She was
plastic,
just there to take the evidence.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just take
to
the
fix
head
it.
out.
yeah,
That's
right?
all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So those blue like plastic ones.
Oh,
but
I know
it's-
what you're
it's more
talking
like
about.
That, yeah, but
Perfect
it's-
for a head.
It's not one of those. It's like that.
I know what
You can
you're
fit a
talking-
lot more than that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Torso. Could you get a torso in it?
Probably. So
I'm just sitting there like,
Why does he go there?
well, I know
that's-
why,
I don't
Bobby.
know.
It's interesting.
We all know what Bobby does after dark stays with Bobby.
Hey, I am not a serial killer. I just play one on TV. That's all I'm saying.
you watch the shows, you listen to the podcast.
Not a
Hey,
serial
they're
killer.
I don't know.
interesting. It's
Isn't
interesting.
obsessed with thumbs.
Oh, you're gonna bring
right.
that up. Okay, yeah, that's
I
right.
forgot about that.
I don't like deformed thumbs. I like
Go ahead.
pretty thumbs, but Go ahead.
Get us where we're
Okay.
going.
Anyways,
She comes out with her. Did she
Yeah.
have the IKEA bag in the beginning, or she came
no,
back
she
out
came
with
back.
it?
No, she had it with her to begin with.
Okay.
So
She
like,
forgot a different
she's
body
she's
part.
like, hey, can I have a few more minutes? And I'm like, okay, yeah. So she proceeds to like walk up and towards the house, and then like I seen like she had like one of the like out of her bag she pulls like one of those Smirnoff drinks, you know, like the I don't know, the adult beverage. I don't know what the hell you want to call it, like the Smirnoff
Hard
like
cider?
I don't
Hard
know what it
cider?
is, something like that. Yeah. So it's like something like that, and she starts like just drinking it.
She's
And I'm
like,
like, okay,
I need a couple minutes to suck down some booze
Something
before
like
I get
that.
in your car.
I guess I don't know.
Can you drink in
No.
the Uber? Oh, so that's not allowed.
No, not allowed.
Okay.
So like I see her, and then like she goes like,
before you go there, if somebody is drinking in the back of your car, do you say something and you go, "Hey, that's not allowed"? Or have you ever had that happen?
I have
Somebody
had it
sucking
happen.
down some booze.
No, I've never seen anyone drink in my car.
Well,
Not
here's-
like alcohol. Maybe a water or something, yeah. But
And
not
that's
alcohol.
okay.
Yeah, water's okay, yeah. But, like, I've had people try to bring it in, and I'm like, fuck you. No, get it out of here.
And Uber says no.
Well, you
to
can't.
that.
Like, it's off of the state law.
State
It's
law.
an open container
Utah.
in Utah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but if you're in the back seat,
Doesn't
still
matter.
no dice?
No dice. It's an open container.
Oh, interesting. Okay. There you go. Learn something new every day.
Right? So I was like, whenever that happens, I'm like, no. So
there she is. She's
anyway,
guzzling.
so she's guzzling her drink, and, like, I see her kind of, like, go up, and you have the house, like, in front. So you have this big driveway. You have the house.
Please tell me
Like
you
I
found
said-
out what she was doing in there.
We're getting there.
Okay.
I know, I'm kind of in the same place. Like, what the hell
Right?
is this?
So
What's she doing?
off to the right, you have a little bit of grass, and then you have like a carport area, and that's kind of like where and then you can go like around to the back of the house. So she's drinking her drink. She's just over there, and then she proceeds to go like around to
You're
the back
watching
of the
her
house.
go, what in the
Yeah,
hell is
and I'm
she
watching her
doing?
going like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? Like, I don't know. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So she goes around back, makes me wait like another 5-10 minutes. And she ends up going back inside of the house, and as she comes out of the house, you can see her spraying herself down with like a Lysol. And I'm like,
What
Okay.
in the crap?
why do I want to let this chick in my car now?
Yeah.
So she comes out and like she's spraying herself down, and then like she's wiping her feet like on the grass and all this, and I'm like, oh hell no. So like I'm like discreetly like taking pictures of like the house, and I'm like, I don't know if this is a hazmat area, I don't know if this is a drug
this was
house,
a meth house.
I don't know if this is like toxic mold. I'm just sitting there going like,
She was just picking up some
Yeah.
crack, and that's
Maybe,
what you
right?
had to go through because they were taking it serious.
maybe.
Maybe
So I'm
hiding
like,
a body.
yeah,
trying to
maybe.
get
You never
the
know.
DNA off.
Yeah,
Because you picked her up. You picked her up at
Oh.
a hotel, right?
yeah, at a hotel,
And then brought her
yeah.
here.
Yep. And
Oh,
then I
that's
had to
nice.
take her
She
back.
was a female Dexter.
So she
And
didn't
using
even-
Maybe could've
Uber
been.
to take places.
Damn straight.
So she didn't probably even live here. Or maybe she did, and she just
Maybe
didn't
she
want her
did.
address.
So my first thought was like, okay, well, the way the house looked, I was like, okay, maybe there's something they have going on. Maybe there's some remodeling. Maybe there's some like mold. Maybe there's something that they found where she has to stay in a hotel or something. And
But you totally
is what
don't
it
mind
is.
it being in your car. I mean, why not?
well, I mean, I watched her like kind of wipe everything off. So I'm like, okay, I feel okay with you. And I'm like, you're a mile down the road. I'm good. The part that I did forget to include too. So when she asked me for that extra time, when I swiped to go to the next ride, it was busy enough in the area that I actually had another passenger request come in for another ride. And I was like, shit. So I accepted it thinking she was getting in. I was dropping her off.
Dang.
So,
She screwed you.
oh, totally screwed me.
Oh.
So after that, like, we got her in the car, and like I was like, okay, well, maybe I can get some answers to what the hell this chick is doing. So again, I try like asking her questions, and this time she has her headphones on, and it's even louder. It's so loud that I can even hear it from the driver's seat, and it's like EDM music, and like she's just kind of bouncing around to the song, like dancing, and I'm like, what the hell
You
is
just
going
let her get
on
in the
here?
car. You didn't ask her questions. You didn't go like,
I tried.
Hey, whoa. What the is going on? I saw Lysol spray. Why wouldn't you? I mean, I'm like, lock the door and say, hey, come to this front side. No, didn't think that quickly.
So the only like the only
easy
places where it
afterwards.
was, of course, but like she
Hindsight.
sprayed her whole body down, so I was like, okay, if there was anything, she's probably good, so I'm not really that worried about it.
One must question why you would spray your entire body with
dis-
Well, I was hoping to get
Lysol.
answers, but she wouldn't.
That's
talk
why
to me.
you
But-
lock the door.
I mean, you
Come
really got
over
to
here and
question
talk to me.
why. And
Anyway,
Lysol.
what happened? Please
So-
tell me she started reacting to you.
No, she didn't act. She didn't say a word to me. So I finally get her to her destination, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of my car. Just go.
Really?
Like, just
Dude,
go.
I could not let her leave without knowing what
Well,
the hell was going on in that
I
house.
tried, but at the same point, I was like,
Did
that's
you
why I
lock
took
the door and-
pictures.
well, you
That's
can't
why I
keep her
took
in the car.
pictures. I got a picture of her. I got a picture of the house. Like, I even called Josh. I'm like, hey, do me a favor. Can you look up this address? Like, can you tell me anything? Like, if there's anything that I
It
need
was
to know.
a
Is it
triple
meth house?
homicide.
Do a
and she
little
was-
background
right, yeah.
search on it.
Help me out.
I did, and
Thank
it got
well,
even more.
Yeah, more dead ends.
Yeah, we just kept hitting dead ends.
Yeah.
So you did some research on the house?
course,
And
yeah.
what did you find?
Well, I mean, without going into like specific detail, because obviously I'm not going to give out
Right.
whoever
Like
these
who owns it?
Yeah,
people's
yeah,
names are.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as much research as I could do, there didn't
Based
appear
off
to
of-
be.
yeah.
They didn't appear to be anything. It just appeared to be a home that was owned.
Homeowner that had
Yeah.
a house
Yeah, very
Yeah.
normal.
that
Yep.
maybe they were
Very
working
normal.
on.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Dude,
So the
there's
other part
no
too,
way.
like I didn't feel too bad because like her neighbors were out there too, and like they kind of were
They
watching
didn't
her.
have a problem with this lady putting a mask on
Yeah.
and walking into this house.
No,
It's
like-
oh, look, it's Jim's house.
Yeah, they kind of saw her.
Some
and they
lady's
were
going in with a mask again. It's his fetish. It's
Maybe.
no biggie.
Dad
She comes out with Lysol.
exactly right.
That
But-
dude is freaky.
But you know,
Exactly.
originally when Brad pitched this to me, I said, well, maybe she was going in there to do something real estate related. I said, did you see a for sale sign? Was there
Yeah,
work being
no,
done in the
nothing.
house? Did you see like stuff out front where there's like, oh, they're doing construction inside? You know, did you see anything like
Dude,
that?
I
The
have
only
to
other
go back
thing
to
that I
that
saw-
house and knock on the door and go, dude, please, somebody
Right.
tell me what's going on
Well,
here.
you can go knock. Fuck it, I'm not.
Yeah, go for it, Bobby.
Yeah.
If she's spraying herself after coming out of that place,
This is
I don't
like-
want anything to do with it.
Dude, this is like unsolved mysteries. This sucks. I
right?
hate it when I don't know what's going on.
You know what? You know, to piggyback off this, there are so many times where I'm taking people and they're doing stuff where I'm like, what the hell am I like part
Yeah,
of right
what are you
now?
getting-
I'm
yeah,
so
what are you getting
serious.
yourself into?
You're just like, what am I part of? And for the most part, I'm like head down,
Yeah.
eyes forward. I don't ask. You're like, well, why didn't you ask? What? Because I'm still alive here today, Bobby. That's why I
Exactly.
didn't ask questions because I didn't want to get killed at the time.
Exactly.
Okay, if I know nothing, I'm not culpable
Exactly.
to anything. All right, I'm just the driver.
That
You
just
know?
the driver when they come out of the bank with a big sack of stuff and they jump in the
Absolutely.
car and go, okay, go.
But it
You're
doesn't
like,
negate. And like Brad, I've taken pictures where I'm like, what the fuck? This just happened.
Really? That's
Did
the
some-
thing you
something
guys
so
do?
illegal
Absolutely.
just happened. I don't know, but you know, my car is going to be here. They'll have my license plate. I want to make sure I'm covered. Like, hey, I'm just a
Exactly, yeah.
driver. I don't
And
know
what
what the
I
hell is
did,
going
like,
on.
so like immediately, like
Wow.
once she left my car, I literally like stopped like 20 feet up from the hotel, got out, got my Lysol wipes, and just wiped everything down. And I made my other passenger wait, and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. This is
I'm
what
so
happened.
sorry. Trust me, you want me to wipe
Right.
the car
And that's what
down.
I tell him. I was like, hey, you know,
Yeah.
I'm sorry
I had
this
some
happened.
weird shit
This
going on.
fucking crazy batshit crazy.
I don't
woman
know
was in my
what
car.
happened. I'm pretty sure there's no leftover disease
Right.
from the car.
there's
Exactly.
no
And
Ebola
I'm-
on the
Yeah,
seats.
exactly.
Exactly.
I feel okay, so I think we're all right.
I cleaned it up.
This could be
We're
the
good.
outbreak that everybody was looking for.
Exactly.
But whatever. Wow.
Yeah. So
Dropped him
don't know
off.
what happened. Ended up just going on my day and just doing my thing.
Dude, I cannot
yeah.
believe that.
Mystery.
Okay,
Unsolved
if,
mystery.
If that girl ever hears this show, please, for the love of everything, please call in and tell us what the hell you were doing, if you can, if it's legal. Because I suspect, hopefully, there was a really simple, sweet, honest, and good explanation.
I don't know, but that bit, she was bad shit crazy.
She's jamming out with her headphones. And what was
Well, the only
she
thing I'm thinking, like,
thinking?
who the fuck doesn't even talk to you when you're giving somebody a ride and you're just sitting there, like,
Well, especially
putting
if you
all
do
this,
some
like,
really
protective
weird
shit on?
gloves, gas mask, puts her hoodie up. Oh,
she's probably loving it. She's
let's-
like, oh, I heard him.
I want to repaint this image so that everyone listening gets the full image, so that they're very clear. She's got headphones in. She puts on a full frontal like gas mask.
She's
deal.
got glasses
She
on.
puts her sunglasses on.
She's got sunglasses
She
on.
pops her hoodie on. She puts on rubber gloves.
Oh my gosh, maybe
Like-
she wasted somebody.
This, like, in my head, when Brad, like, fully pitched, I was like, maybe she's a fucking fixer. She, like, goes in, takes a guy out. She's like, comes out for the second half, pops a beer, goes back in, buries the body.
She's so good at it, she could chop the person up so small that he fits in an IKEA bag.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Goes to the back, finishes burying him, cements it or whatever. You know?
Maybe.
15 minutes? That's freaking awesome.
Well, no,
She's
the whole
like a
ride was like
professional.
25 minutes, so she had plenty of time to do what she needed to do.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to dig a hole in the back
Right.
and throw some
Hole was already dug.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Holes dug, just puts the cement
she
in.
probably
you
gave
know.
all the, okay, you need to do this, and this, and when I get there, I'll clean everything up.
Right?
Wow.
So it does
That's
sound
quite
it
the
is-
adventure.
and yeah, it's sketchy. It's sketch.
Totally sketchy.
So when
It's
she came
sus.
out, she did the disinfectant. She took all of her
Yeah.
stuff off.
So
put
she
it
gets in
the
my
IKEA
car.
bag.
I did forget about this. She gets in my car and she said to me, she's like, hey, you got any hand sanitizer? And I was like, yep. And I just grabbed it out and I'm like, poured it all on there.
At that point, don't you think you could have asked her? I mean,
I tried. I did. And
right,
she didn't
and
answer.
She said hand sanitizer, and you
She
said,
didn't say shit.
He did ask.
I asked. I
Wow.
asked like 4 times and she didn't say
She
shit.
heard you. She
Oh, I
heard
know
you.
she heard me.
She did. That's the strange part. See,
Exactly.
Brad, when Brad originally told me this, I was like, Brad, what the fuck? Why didn't you ask her? What the hell were you doing? He's like,
did.
I did, dude. I did. Like, aside from just reaching over and smacking her in the forehead, he
Listen,
did everything
lady,
in his power.
Pop one of her
Yeah,
little
to
plugs
try and,
out of her
like-
ear. Hey,
What the fuck did you get me into?
what am I a part of right now?
By the way, it does feel like that. You know, you get people
Totally.
where they're like, drive. You're like, what the
Drive, go,
What
go!
am I doing?
You're like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
what the hell is
totally.
going on? It really is.
Wow.
It's still.
Yeah.
It is
Well,
At the other hand, I'm just sitting there going like, I want this bitch out of my car quick. Get her done. I'm done.
you're
Go.
just washing your hands.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I'm
that,
done.
you know, it's so interesting. Your guys' that gig.
Right.
Uber drive. I think it's fascinating. I don't
go
know
through
if
a lot
our
of
listeners
stuff.
think it, but
You do.
I think it's fascinating. Well, with that said, cool. Anything else about that? I want to move on because I'm still
processing it.
like
Yeah.
want to know anything. So again, if you were doing something non-nefarious, please call in and send it to what's the
UberTalesPodcast.com at gmail.com.
UberTalesPodcast@gmail.com and give us some feedback.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, with that said, any delights or gripes today?
That's on you, Joshua.
I will throw out a gripe. My
Is
gripe.
this added to this?
It could be.
story?
My gripes
Maybe.
when fucking people put on gloves and gas masks.
yeah,
I'm like, the
I
fuck are
hate
you
it when
doing?
they do
Yeah.
that.
How often do you get that shit?
Yeah, it's
No,
like-
my gripe. My gripe. Okay, my gripe. Fair enough. Is it's when people don't respond to me when they are initially getting. I'm like, hey, hi, how are you doing? I want to know you're not there to like cut my throat. And there's people that will literally do just like they did to Brad, pop their headphones in, they ignore you completely, and you feel uncomfortable because you don't know, you can't suss
yeah.
them out. At least if someone says, hey, hi, or
You're like,
whatever,
oh, cool,
I
you
can feel.
relax a
yeah,
little.
I can relax.
I mean, you literally are at a weird. I mean, this person is behind you, dude. I couldn't
They're
do
literally
that,
right
man.
behind
I don't
you.
think I could do that.
It's
you don't
tough.
know. You don't know
It's really
who
tough.
or how they are.
Oh man, because you're. I mean, yeah, just this would be cool. Let's just slit that guy's throat.
Yeah. Yep. There's
Easy
people that
peasy.
do crazy shit all the time, and we hear stories. We see stories in social media
that's
about
freaky.
weird stuff happening to Uber drivers, and so that is a gripe of mine. Like just let
Just
them know,
acknowledge,
hey, just
I
acknowledge
am a
them.
human being
Exactly.
that probably won't kill you.
Yeah, because they're in your car and they are
Exactly.
right behind you, and you as the driver want to feel someone's
Safe.
not gonna like club me over the back of the head, while I'm driving. You want to know that they're
Wow.
at least
Totally.
Somewhat
normal.
Normal.
Yeah, somewhat normal. Because there are people that get in very irate.
They don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't say anything to you?
Nope.
Or they do?
No, and you can
you
tell
can just tell
sometimes
they're super mad.
You can tell they're mad, yeah, because they'll slam your door, or they just have a very angry look on their face, and you're like, okay, this person's
breathing
they're getting off some,
hard.
they're getting off some bad
Breathing
energy.
hard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I had one.
Yep.
I had a guy exactly
Exactly.
like that the
Yep.
other day, and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Hey,
Easy,
calm
buddy.
down,
Calm down.
sir.
Yep.
Do you need? Maybe you should have some drugs that you could sell them.
You should put that song on. You guys remember Anger Management with Amsa? It's like, I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. And they're back there like
Right, maybe.
plotting to kill you, putting on their brass knuckles to the side of the head.
Yep.
You say, here's a Valium. Just
Yeah.
relax, dude. Come on.
I'm not a drug dealer."
Fuck Bobby.
I know, but
Jesus
hey,
Christ.
I'm just saying you wouldn't have to tell anybody except for the people in the car.
What
Do-
happens
do
if
you
we have
think
to
I
there's-
be
want
like
to. I
him?
want to
think
get an
there's
Uber
Uber
ride
driver-
with
What if he's a
Bobby.
detective?
I want to get an Uber ride with Bobby.
No
Here's
shit.
a Valiant man. You can have the best ride of your life.
But he's gonna cap your ass pretty quick, though. You better watch it.
That's right. If you say anything weird, boom. No. All right. Cool. Well, anything else? I think
I
this
think
was
that's
this
it.
was.
That's it
I
for
think
me.
this was a fun show, even though it's an unsolved mystery that we
Right.
will never know what she was doing in there. So all you listeners out there, unfortunately, we'll never know.
No
what
conclusion
she was
to
doing.
that
It's-
one.
Hey,
Maybe we will
but let's say if anybody's got some cool ideas of what she was doing in the house,
I want to hear him.
send some email. Send
Absolutely.
an email to ubertalespodcast@gmail.com. So anybody out there, if you're
Yeah.
listening and you got some good ideas of what she was probably doing in the house, maybe we could read it on the show. That'd
Absolutely.
be hilarious.
That would
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling there's people out there with some pretty big
What
imagination
do you guys think
I'm sure.
she was doing
in the
that
house,
house?
that she would have to put hazmat on, and maybe even some justifications that are not nefarious.
The other thing, like with the pictures that I did take, like I have no problem posting them too in the show notes. So you can actually see the silhouette of the lady, because she's all masked up.
Oh
and
my
whatnot,
gosh,
so
yes, please do that.
I will.
If you're okay with it.
Absolutely.
Joshua, are you okay with it?
Absolutely.
I'm okay
110.
with it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him, so I'm up for it. All right, everybody, thank you for listening to. We're going to start the music because I know how to do that now. Thank you for listening to Uber Tales. Don't shoot the driver.